Hey guys, it's 8:30 in the morning on Wednesday, and I'm safe and sound. I've moved officially from Grimsby, and I'm just maybe a 10-minute taxi ride outside of the Hitchin City Center. I'm in a little tiny county called Offaly. I'm staying in lodgings above a pub. So Chloe, this is yeah, I'm living the dream. No, I'm not. It's called the Red Lion. It's actually really sweet. It's like it's a proper old man's pub. It's not as good as O'Regan's or, excuse me, Fiddler's Green. Um, but it's, you know what, it's nice. The old men were very nice to me yesterday as I came in with all of my shit, my suitcases and everything, and they helped me move up to the room that I'm in right now. So yeah, I'll be staying here for the next. I'm booked until Friday, but I may have to stay longer. That depends. All week I'm gonna be looking at flats. Yesterday I saw five, four of which were lovely, a bit small, and also ridiculously out of my price range. The prices went up, and utilities were not included, and nor were they furnished. The one furnished one was a maybe it'll be furnished because she's moving out of the country and she'll probably want to leave all of her stuff there, but it wasn't even guaranteed, and it was like $6.95 a month without utilities included into that. So that's too much money for me. I'm a high school teacher. Yeah, we don't make a lot of money, so even back home, that is ridiculous for one person. Not gonna happen. So yesterday was kind of a letdown, but I did see one place at the very end. We had gone back to the estate agent sort of to regroup and because she knew that, ooh, these, I wasn't going to pick any of them because they were too much. So we sort of looked on the system, and there was one that had been off the market for a little bit because he was just sort of giving up on renting it out. He put the price as low as $450. That's much better. And it had a few sticks of furniture, and it's got a Murphy's bed, so that's the bed that goes up and down into a wall, which is kind of fine. And he had sort of fixed it up already, and there was a small kitchen table and two chairs, so I could do my marking there, and I've got a bed to sleep in, so really that would suit me until Christmas, until I, saved up some money to buy like a couch or something. And so we went to go see it, and utilities not included, but furniture was, which was a bonus. The kitchen is nice. Like, you open up the front door and it's right into the kitchen, which is fine. It's a studio, so it's a bachelor pad. It's only marginally bigger than the apartment that I had when I was at uni, so I'm used to small spaces, and I'm also used to hovels, basically, because the apartment I had back in uni was really shitty, but then we painted it yellow so it was a bit brighter, and I put, like, wall art and things and flowers, so I made it nice, and I got the same impression from this place. So it's definitely on my list. It's on my radar. The bathroom was only slightly abysmal, to be honest. It was, you walk in and you shuffle in because it's quite small, and there's a toilet and a bidet for some reason. And then that's got its own little closet thing, so you can't open or close the door, so it's open, which is weird. So there's that, and then there's a sink and a mirror, and it's small, like no counter space, and then there's a shower on the other side. Again, quite small, a little bit dark. I didn't even look if there was a light in there. So it's a bit sad. But for $450 and with some furniture, I may not see any better. So that was the best one that I saw yesterday. And it's got potential. I mean, I would really have to work at it to make it nice. But I could do it for 6 months, because they do 6-month leases here. They don't do like a year, 2 years, which is fine. But today at 3 in the afternoon, I'm seeing 3 houses in a row that are all more within my price range. But they're all unfurnished, and they're all between $550 and $575, or $525 to $575, without utilities included. So I'm not going to keep my hopes up, because there's no point in that. I don't want to go in with too many expectations. I'm not a princess, but I do have some things that I would like to see in my place where I'm going to live, because I'm going to be living there, and I need to be happy. So, a working bathroom would be nice. Recently renovated is not necessary, but it's nice. as well. You know, I don't like the damp rising smell, which this last place with the shitty bathroom kind of had. So we'll see. We'll see what the options are. I'm not picky, but I'm not going to make a snap decision. So yeah, I'm very stressed at the moment. Yesterday I came over. Excuse me. I'd been traveling all day, and I had some really annoying news as well. The day before, on Monday, I had shipped 4 items to my boyfriend's office in where is he working? Covent Garden. So in London, basically, because I'm little, okay? I can't carry all my shit in one go. And I wanted to officially move out, so I had them shipped. Which was fine, you know, it cost a little bit, but it was worth it. So the UPS guy came and he picked up all 4. And what I had done to save me a bit of money was to put it into 2 payments, so 2 shipments, so 2 at a time and 2 at a time. And so we put the way bills on and everything. I paid him and everything was good. And then Sean texted me yesterday. I was on the train coming down, and he said, "You had 3 boxes, right?" I said, "No, I had 4. Which ones came?" And there was 1 box of shoes. I'm not a shoe person, but you add up, right? So I had a box of shoes. I had a suitcase full of some clothes and mostly sort of awkwardly shaped crap. I had some stuffed animals in there and some books, but not everything. I had stuff, you know, that you accumulate. I've been here for 7 months, so I had some stuff in that suitcase. And then I had another box of school documents and like folders and things like that for work. So that happened. Those came, and then the one that was missing, the one that got lost, was a small sort of carry-on rolly suitcase full of the rest of my books, so my library that I brought from Canada and books that I've accumulated here, and all of my Tibetan artifacts, so my prayer flags and my Tibetan flag and all my blessings and my incense and just all of these things that are fairly, you know, they're one of a kind, they're very old as well, my prayer beads, things like that. And yeah, those are very important to me, and I'm not a materialistic person. But you know, there are things in this world that sort of they calm you down and they make you feel better. And the reason I brought them from Canada at all was because I wanted to have that sort of grounding, you know, that sense of, okay, you know, everything's gonna be fine, because they make me happy, and I do feel very strongly, and I do believe very strongly in the work that, you know, Students for Free Tibet do, and it's a cause that I've been working with since I was 11 years old. So it's very important to me that I have these objects in my life, and they were in that suitcase, and that suitcase is it's MIA. We have no idea where it is. And it also had, you know, all the photos that I brought over as well of my family and my friends from back home. So it's a suitcase loaded with sentimental value, and it's gone. So oh, that's my fridge. I've got a fridge in the hotel room. Sorry about that. I'll speak closer to the microphone. So I called the UPS guy, and I was as Canadian as possible, but as forceful and somewhat bitchy as possible. I was very upset. Very, very upset. I was crying on the train. I was very upset, and I explained, like, you know, what had happened, and he asked me about, like, you know, the tracking numbers for all 4, the way bill for all 4, and I said, well, I was only given 2, and, you know, apparently that was wrong, so the schmuck that took my boxes labeled it wrong. So he didn't do his job properly, and he only delivered 3, but apparently there's like I don't know, a 48-hour whatever allowance for travel and delivery, so there's a chance that the 4th one is going to show up at Sean's office today at some point. But the guy I spoke to on the phone instructed me to call by, you know, noonish, 1 o'clock, if they hadn't, to sort of figure out what to do next, and then I have to escalate it to like a claims or like a loss thing. I don't know, and it's caused me a lot of stress. Like I said, I'm not a materialistic person, but it really upset me. You know, because I've come here from Canada. I've moved my entire life. I was able, at the time when I came in July, to shove my existence into 3 suitcases. And in 7 months, it's expanded a little bit. But I've still managed to pack everything into boxes. And for me to have to move everything again, you know, it is emotional, and it is very stressful. And I've been moving my body's been going for the last 3 weeks nonstop. You know, it's gone through a lot. I've been fired. I've been hired. I've, you know, worked for a new job. I've been traveling. I've been prepping myself, and you know, I haven't been eating properly, if at all. I haven't been sleeping. I haven't allowed myself to cry. I had one burst. Poor Sean. I had one burst like the day before one of my interviews last week, and that was the first time I'd allowed myself to cry, and it felt really good. And it was over in 5 minutes. My body couldn't take it, and I've been under a lot of pressure. And this was just the icing on the shitty cake. It was, you know, I just want one day where I can relax. Yesterday was supposed to be a closure and an opening at the same time. It was supposed to be, I'm finished in Grimsby and I'm moving to a better place, and everything's going to be fine because my stuff has been shipped and Sean's going to collect it, and I'm going to find a house and I'm going to start work. Everything's going to be great. It's a better opportunity. And then I'm going to go home to Christmas and see my family, and everything should be fine because I deserve a break. And then I get this call. Not a call, I get this text. It's just more dramatic to say I got a call, but I got a text message and from Sean, who was just doing his job, and he's been so great. And the UPS people fucked up and they ruined my day. They did. Because all I've been able to think about now is where is it? Where is that box? Because it doesn't have my whole life in it, but it's got a huge part of my life in that box, and it's very upsetting. And I know I'm not special. You know, boxes get lost all the time. People lose things far more important. But you know what? This is happening to me. I'm allowed to feel this way, and I don't usually allow myself to feel this way. I don't complain. I'm far too Canadian and too polite and too zen for my own good. But this just really bothers me that it's gone and I don't know where it is, and there's a chance it may not show up, and that's infuriating. Especially with everything that's been going on with me right now. So I'm sorry for that rant, guys. That took a lot of the show. I have no time management skills when it comes to talking about stuff and making videos for you guys. So sorry. But yeah, so today I'm going off to see 3 more properties and maybe more. If we go back to the estate agency and see what's up on the system, and see if they can finagle me some furniture and see when I can move in. And if I see anything that I like, Sean's coming up on Saturday, so I won't make a snap decision. I won't be signing anything until he sees some of the places. I'm going to take him to see the one that I saw yesterday, just because that may be the best option. We'll see, because it's definitely the cheapest one that I've seen on their listings so far. So it's a bit it's a bit dark, but it's a fixer-upper. I can do it. It's locationally speaking, it's a word now, it's pretty great. It's just behind the train station. It's a 20-minute walk or a short bus ride to work every day. It's a little bit far from the town center, but I can walk. I'm a big girl, you know, not a big deal. Walking is good for you. So yeah, I mean, I'll see. I have an open mind about the houses today, and yeah, you know, I told him yesterday, we were just sort of talking. Oh, thank God it stopped. It's so annoying, isn't it? And there goes my computer fan. I'm sorry, guys. We were just talking yesterday about how shitty everything has been, and then with the UPS thing yesterday, which just, you know, just sucked even more. And I just told him I have no expectations about anything anymore. I don't expect anything to go perfectly anymore. Just things are going to happen the way they're going to happen, and if I have no expectations or low expectations, then I can't get disappointed. So, you know, the sleep I had was okay. I was so tired. My body was just so fed up. I went to bed. I turned off the TV. I turned off the TV at like 7:30, and I went to sleep. I put on like Zen or ocean sounds on Songza, which was great. And I drifted in and out of sleep for 10 hours. I woke up this morning though at 5:45, I think. So I watched some shitty television like on QVC for a bit, and now it's 8:45, so my day is gonna have to get started soon. I'm gonna have a shower and head into town, do a bit of an adventure on the bus, and because I'm not paying taxi prices again. Holy shit, this place is a little bit out of the way, so the cab ride was just over £12 to go from here to the town center and back. So I've blown through a lot of the cash already. that I've brought over, so I have to take out more money. It's London price. I'm not in London, but it's definitely southern London-ish adjacent prices, because the same journey, time-wise, back up there, back up north in Grimsby, I mean fucking Grimsby, as I like to say, would be like £5-6. So I have to adjust my spending for that, and I have to adjust my budget and, you know, rejig some numbers, because I've sort of planned out how much money I'm going to be spending the next 2 weeks looking for a house here and setting it up. So it'll be a bit more tight than I was expecting, but, you know, life throws you curveballs. You get hit in the face, but you have to stand up again. So that's my attitude for now. Is life is shitty, but, you know, my scary CJEP teacher, Mr. Garraway, God love him. He was terrifying to us in our first semester, in our first year at Marianopolis in English, Intro to English Literature. Intro to College English 101. That was a scary class that really opened up my mind. Unfortunately, he's not teaching there anymore, so none of you guys who are in CJEP now, if you're at Marianopolis, you'll never have the joy of being scared shitless on a Monday morning from him. But he did say, you know, life, I don't know if we can attribute the quote to him, but he did say it to us, so it always stayed with me. Life, it never gives you anything that you can't handle. So whatever happens to you, it happens because you can take it and you can handle it, and you will always triumph over whatever happens to you. And, you know, it's not that you deserve what happens to you. It's not a sort of karmic thing. It's a more inner strength thing. So everything that's happened to me in the last month, whether I deserved it or not, I can handle it, and I have handled it. And that's, you know, it's a lesson that it's unfortunate that I had to learn it so quickly and so harshly, but I'm proud of myself for not crumbling and being able to stay here and not sort of, you know, running back home in the arms of my parents and running back to Canada and saying, you know, I'm never going back to England. This was a horrible experience. I hate it. You know, I can't do it. And, you know, not to say that if you do, you know, decide you can't do something, that's fine, obviously, but I refused. And like I said in my last video, something happened inside me that showed me this like fighting spirit that I didn't realize that I had, and that was good for me to know that I've got that kind of inner strength, that inner compass to be like, no, fuck this, I'm going to make this work. And I have, and that's what I have to keep in my head, you know, despite the, you know, UPS fuck up or the fact that there's no Wi-Fi. I know it sounds so stupid, but like, I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm tethering my iPhone to this computer so that I can upload, so that you guys aren't in the dark for the next 2 weeks, and so that I have internet when I have to do my marking and stuff. You know, so you know, you make the best of a bad situation, and like I said, you know, everything happens for a reason, and life never gives you anything more than what you can handle, and everything is a lesson. And hopefully I'll have some good news today. One, that my package did arrive and everything's cool. And two, that maybe I'll find a house today. Who knows? I just, you know, I have to not keep your hopes up, but you do have to keep optimistic. And I think that's another lesson that I've learned as well. Because no matter how awful things are for you, whatever that is, because one thing to one person could be, you know, a walk in the park for someone else, but whatever is, you know, on your plate at the moment, things do get better, things will get better, and everyone deserves happiness, and however you find that happiness it's up to you, you know. Like, just make sure that you surround yourself with the right people, and, you know, you do things that you enjoy in the face of, you know, either getting fired, in my case, or having a bad day at work, or, you know, getting slush, you know, thrown on you from a bus that whizzes past you, you know, and ruining your outfit or your hair or your makeup or whatever, getting dumped by your girlfriend or your boyfriend or both, you know, whatever it is, something good is always ready for you around the corner. You just have to be optimistic enough to see it and be ready for it and accept good things that happen to you, because everyone deserves that kind of happiness. So, yeah, you know, that's what's up with me right now. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I took some really, you know, that like weird emo kind of footage idea where you like take your camera and you like film out of the train window as like the landscape is whizzing by. I think I might do like a Thoughts from Places type Vlog Brothers style video where, you know, I sort of overlay some philosophical discussion over some landscape, because it is quite pretty out here, but we'll see. I might do that later. But yeah, so for now, I'm going to deal with this mess and get ready for my day, explore a bit of the town, maybe take some pictures and stuff. But yeah, I'll check back with you guys in a bit, and that's all I've got to say, really. So, alright, I love you guys, miss you guys, be good, don't set anything on fire. Congratulations to my students who finished their first semester at CSHEP. I'm very proud of you for not burning out and not giving up. The hardest bit is over, it's behind you, and I want you to enjoy your Christmas break because you deserve it, and your winter breaks will never be this long again. So enjoy, okay? Love you guys. Bye.